And they're off. Jim McKay, Maryland Million Day. Please Marry Me with that usual early speed is going to try to clear that field. On the inside, Lady Ensign comes away running in the second spot. Here's Mama's Lino up on the outside with early pace as well. Lady Ensign will settle in third into the turn run. Mosler's Image is fourth, only 3 lengths from that early pacemaker. 5,2 follows that. And then a gap of 2 to Glossamer over in the 2 path. Next Girl saving ground, some 8 off the pace. Police Woman cover the spread. Doesn't Hurt to Flirt is next. Back on the outside is Put a Rock on It. And next is Daily Planet lingering to the back of the pack. And Honor the Truth is the last runner. Got to be 25 lengths off the pace. It's heating up front. On the inside is Please Marry Me, just holding a narrow lead. Mama's Lino there on the outside. Mama's Lino, Please Marry Me, head to head for the lead. 2 back, Lady Ensign is in third. Moving through inside is 5,2 inside of Mosler's Image. Mosler's Image trying to stay pace now. And then back to Glossamer, who's next and cover the spread, saving ground, still 9 to make up. Same for Next Girl, who's over in the 2 path as they race toward the quarter pole. Police Woman, Doesn't Hurt to Flirt is saving ground, top of the lane, and Put a Rock on It. Daily Planet in a little tight, has to get through some traffic there to try to rally. Wide open affair, upper stretch at the 3/16, 5,2, and here's Next Girl. Next Girl on the outside producing a nice kick. Here's Next Girl on the outside at 5,2, and cover the spread is right there. Third extreme outside, Doesn't Hurt to Flirt. Late on the scene, Next Girl wins. Next Girl cover the spread, 5,2, Doesn't Hurt to Flirt fourth. Exacta $67.20 trifecta, $213.40. $1 superfecta, $654.30. Second race, the Maryland Million Nursery, presented by Fezzik Tipton. Scratch 1, great quality. Number 7, All the Highways, first time gelding. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3. 20 minutes to post. Off of the Fezzik Tipton Maryland Million Nursery, and Do It for Michael with a sharp break right to the front. Say Me True up on the inside with early speed depressed. They're going quick, and it's Little Sebastian on the outside. Here's Kernness K, improving Kernness K. Moves along close to the pace, just a couple of lengths from the front. Little Sebastian racing fourth out into clear. Then Sacred Thunder. Barbadian Runner is next, remarkably, and All the Hard Ways is in the back. Only 7 or 8 lengths on the front runner. Do It for Michael into the turn. Kernness K, Little Sebastian, as remarkably makes a 4 wide bid toward the front with 3 furlongs left to go. Following that is Say Me True working a bit harder, and Sacred Thunder is next. All the Hard Ways and Barbadian Runner, the 2 in the back. They race to the top of the stretch now, and it's Do It for Michael cutting that corner and headed for home. Do It for Michael. Kernness K asks for a little more run, remarkably on the outside, followed by Say Me True is weakened up, and then Sacred Thunder is next. Barbadian Runner slipping through a narrow opening on the inside. Nope, didn't get through, had to steady there. It's Do It for Michael up top, remarkably reaching on the outside, remarkably. Do It for Michael, Do It for Michael to win. A determined neck from Remarkably, and then Sacred Thunder. Bred in Maryland by No Guts, No Glory Farm. 2-year-old Dark Bay Brown Gelding by Uncle Lino out of Gracie's Hero by Great Notion. Do It for Michael, 6 furlongs, a minute 10.57. Official $2 exacta 38.60, 145.80, dollar trifecta. $1 superfecta, 978.70. Five for $2 double, $36.40. Third race, scratch 7, Italian War Cry, 10, Cut from Class, 11, Life, Love, and Laughter, 12. Strong, restless, Juniper Juice reacts, settles, straightened, ready, they're off. Off the ladies, and first away is Atlas Strong on the inside. Juniper Juice, and here's Precious Avery. Precious Avery taking that front running tack, just as she did last year, going right to the front. As Juniper Juice is on the outside, taking back a bit in second. Atlas Strong well settled in third, while saving ground. Kobe Smile is fourth, already 6 to 7 lengths off of Precious Avery as they round the turn. Active drops over to save ground around that first turn run. Next episode is next. After next episode is Circle Home. Has got to be a good 16 lengths off that pace. And Downtown Katie is the trailer. A race down the backstretch now. No challengers for Precious Avery. Getting everything her own way. Precious Avery keen to go on. Has about a 5 or 6 length advantage. Juniper Juice second by 2.5. Atlas Strong just sharing third with Kobe Smile. Here's Active. Active is a good 14 off that pace at this point. Back to next episode, Circle Home. And Downtown Katie with a lot to do. Heading off of the far turn, solo leader Precious Avery. Precious Avery takes them round the far turn, 3.5 furlongs out from Juniper Juice with about a 4-length lead. Atlas Strong is third. Kobe Smile full ride there in fourth. Circle Home is trying to get underway. Circle Home now about to pass Active. Circle Home circles the field, 4 or 5 deep. Circle Home improving now. Circle Home's moved all the way up to third with a wide bid. Top of the stretch. Precious Avery takes the ladies for home. Precious Avery kicks away again by 5. Juniper Juice is second. Circle Home on the far outside trying to sustain that run. They come to the final furlong. Circle Home is gaining. Precious Avery desperate. Precious Avery, Circle Home. Circle Home surging up on the outside. Precious Avery's trying to hang on. Circle Home, and Toledo gets her home with a rally to win over Precious Avery. Then it was next episode, next followed by Juniper Juice and Active. Owned by Dark Hollow Farm, Miguel Vera, trainer. 5-year-old bay mare by Bodie My Start, a safe journey by Flatter. Bred in Maryland by Dark Hollow Farm. Jockey Jebby on Toledo. And that puts him at the top of the standings in a tie with Edgar Prado as the Maryland Million leading jockey. Official pick 3 pays $37.70. $2 exacta, $39.40, $192.80, dollar try. Dollar superfecta, $850.10, 4-9 double, $25.40. And they're off. Prepare for takeoff, going to show early speed. Also, Molly Stratford Bandits Warrior. Puddin' Pie on the extreme outside is right there too. And Proper Retire is moving forward as part of the speed pack as well. Determined Blue Devil Pays in Gold about a half dozen lengths from the early pace as they race down the backstretch. Utterly Enchanting is out in the clear, about 3 wide. Out of the rail we have Lovely Charm in that next flight, and Forgotten Gift working through in between horses. They're followed by Bad Temper, Isabella's Glory racing back of the pack with Concrete Phase that trails the field. 16 or 17 lengths from front to back into the far turn run they roll. On the outside now there goes a Puddin' Pie just ahead in front from Molly of Stratford down to the inside. As third position is Bandits Warrior in the 2 path. They're followed by Proper Attire who's next. As they round that far turn, Isabella's Glory is suddenly on the scene. And on the far outside, Concrete Phase is coming widest of them all, 8 to 10 wide at the top of the stretch. And look at this scramble for home at the 3/16 pole. In between horses, Devil Pays in Gold has found a seam. Devil Pays in Gold, Isabella's Glory. Concrete Phase there on the outside. 3 across the track. They're fighting for the lead. An eighth of a mile left to go. Isabella's Glory. Devil Pays in Gold is digging. Devil Pays in Gold does it. Devil Pays in Gold. Determined victory over Isabella's Glory. Then Concrete Phase, followed by Determined Blue, who finished 4th. Registration will close in approximately half an hour at 2 p.m. and the hat contest will begin today at 3 p.m. in the conference center. Once again, hat contest. Devil Pays in Gold, unofficial winner, jockey Horatio Carmanos for Shake and Bake Racing LLC, Kieran McGee trainer. 4-year-old chestnut filly by Uncle Lino out of Frechette by L. $2 exacta, $17.80. $1 trifecta, $268.70. $1 super, $1,135.60. $9 double, $13.80. Pick 3, $14.25. Fifth race. Up next on the turf, the Dahlia course, rail 52 feet. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, pick 3, pick 4. 1 Fight No More Forever is 2 over. 5 Silver Bullet 20, 3 over. 6 Twist and Twirl is 5 over. 8 Omar Cummin is 4 over. Pick 4. We're back in line. A dozen ready to go in the 5th. And they're off. Samoy Sunset got a good break. There was Guaponess flashing out to the early lead. Hunter Joe right up there on the bit early as well. Power back from the far outside draws, move to third position over and about 2-3 path into the first turn run. Twist and Twirl travels in 4th and settles in as they round that first turn beyond the pale down to the inside of the last sip. Another 3 back as Samoy Sunset has dropped some dozen lengths off the early pace at Fight No More Forever. Omar coming alongside of that one. Master of None and Class Wizard and Silver Bullet 20 is well back with 5 furlongs left to go. Down the backstretch they roll, and it's Guaponess with a clear lead from the favorite Hunter Joe by 2 lengths. Power back outside in third position. Twist and Twirl 4th beyond the pale. Good striking range there in 5th, just 5 lengths on the front. Then the last sip on the outside of that runner. Gap of 2 more lengths. Samoy Sunset and Fight No More Forever. Master of None. Omar coming racing to the back of the pack. Class Wizard and even pace back there too. And Silver Bullet 20 trails the field. Far turn run. They've got to catch Guaponess. Guaponess now. Hunter Joe's asked the question to quicken on the outside. And Hunter Joe swings up on the outside. Coming at Guaponess as they make the turn for home. Hunter Joe! Hunter Joe's taking the lead from Guaponess as Twist and Twirl is in third beyond the pale right there alongside of that one. A furlong left to go. And it's Hunter Joe and all Hunter Joe now. Hunter Hunter Joe by 5 solid lengths. Here comes the last sip, moving stoutly into second. Hunter Joe holding Sweat to win by some 3.5. Hunter Joe the last sip with a good effort second, and twist and twirl beyond the pale in the photo there. $13, $121.40 for the dollar trifecta, 11, 7, and 6. $1 superfecta, 11,763, pays $857.30. 211 $2 double, $9.20. Pick 3, $5.85. Pick 5, $229.35. Our fifth race, Hunter Joe, Maryland Million Turf Starter Handicap. Presented by Maryland Agricultural Education Foundation. In the gate. And they're off in the Maryland Million Lassie. Malibu Hooch and Biscuit with the boss, and Rapido Rosa right there. Three of them vying out there early. Eccentric and No Need to Ask next. They're followed by Safe Trust. Divine Works on the outside about the 4-path. A half dozen lengths off the speed. Onyx 10 is in between horses heading into the turn. It's a Monster Mash racing the back of the pack with Persian and High Love. And Scarafire has to pass them all. Scarafire last now, some 16 off the pace. It's heated up front as they head into the far turn, and 3/8 of a mile left to go. Rapido Rosa gets the blue blinkers in front on the outside. Biscuit with the boss. Malibu Hooch chiming up there 3 wide, and Divine Works just in behind them, followed by Safe Trust. Onyx 10 is cutting that corner home. Onyx 10 saves ground, moves to the outside, angles about the 3 pass, and into the stretch at the 3/16 pole. Malibu Hooch breaks away. Here comes Scarafire, who was dead last on the turn. Scarafire has passed them all on the outside, charging second. Scarafire outside of Malibu Hooch. Scarafire with a big run. Scarafire wins it by a head of the Maryland Million Lassie. Malibu Hooch was second, and Safe Trust was third, and it's a Monster Mash. $110,694 official. Scarafire, Angel Cruz, the winning jockey for Barack Farm Dinos. $2 and more than $6,200. I-5 carryover $1,026.03. 11 1 $2 double, $36.20. Pick 3, $29.45. Pick 4, $89.45. Maryland Million Turf next, race 7. The John Deere and Atlantic Tractor Maryland Million Turf. 2 Riccio, jockeys Angel Cruz. 6 Hank's Divining Rod, 1 over. Scratch alternates 9, 10 Vaccination in Mission North. 25 to race 7. Start of a pick 6, Rainbow pick 6. Starts in race 7, mile and an eighth on the turf. Rail 50. And are off of the Maryland Million Turf. Good break for Goodbye No. To the outside, here comes Sports Editor stoking up early foot. And Starstruck Notions right there on the inside, taken back just a tad off the early leaders. It will be Sports Editor and Goodbye Note. They get clear by 2.5. Starstruck Notion, rating well in the early stages from third. Sky's Not Falling travels into two-path fourth. And it's another two back to Riccio. Hank's Divining Rod. Street Copper racing inside of that, improving one spot. And Crabs and Beer is last of them all. Crabs and Beer is last some 10 lengths off that pace. Sports Editor, Goodbye Note down to the inside. Sports Editor has a half-length advantage. The inside, Goodbye Note very eager to go, taking back some. And Sky's Not Falling right there, close third. Then Starstruck Notion fourth, Riccio fifth, Street Copper is next. Crabs and Beer and Hank's Divining Rod are the two in the back. 7 or 8 lengths will cover the entire field. Moderate pace going up front. Sports Editor, Goodbye Note down to the inside, trimmed to prompt. Sky's Not Falling, and a great spot there from third. Starstruck Notion is next, followed by Riccio, and Street Copper is third to last at this point. Crabs and Beer and Hank's Divining Rod into the turn. Sports Editor, here's Sky's Not Falling. Sky's Not Falling's always head run. Moves second on the outside of Sports Editor. Riccio is third. Now Crabs and Beer is trying to get underway. Out wide of the track. Starstruck Notion is right there in that flight too. Starstruck Notion is moving third. Top of the stretch now. And it's Sky's Not Falling turning for home from Sports Editor. And Starstruck Notion. Goodbye Note, we get up a bit. And Crabs and Beer on the far outside for a share. Furlong left to run. Sky's Not Falling. Pushing clear. Sky's Not Falling in front with Starstruck Notion trying to bridge the gap. Going to make it close. Starstruck Notion on the outside trying to time it just right. Follow! Starstruck Notion. Sky's Not Falling. Crabs and Beer. And then it was Sports Editor. Starstruck Notion. Forest Boys up in the nick of time in the Maryland Million Turf. Presented by John Deere and Atlantic Tractor. Three, 5, 7, 8, 4. 8 seconds. Official $2 exacta 25.60, $43.20 try. Dallas Superfecta pays $79.90. Trailer double 1 and 3, $76.60. 43.30, pick 3. 8th race up next, the Maryland Million Sprint. Scratch 8, take a hint, 11, Circle P. Exacta trifecta superfecta double pick 3, late pick 5, 12% takeout. 25 minutes to the 8th race. The Maryland Million Sprint, late pick 5. Congratulations to the winning connections of the final one moving in. Off of the Maryland Million Sprinto, number 3, 7's 11, stumbled and unseated the jockey right at the start. It looks like Angel Cruz indeed up on his feet right away. Arden's Lucky to Be is very fast and up to the early advantage with Freeze the Fire on the outside moving second. Johnny Z from Albany, Celtic Contenders fourth, already 5 lengths off the pace, heading of the turn. Always in a hurry, ridden along at the rail, about 6 lengths off the speed. Catahoula Moon is in between horses as they head on for the far turn run now with 3.5 furlongs to go. My Mamba improves the spot. Band Camp is trailing the field. Band Camp with a lot to do. Freeze the Fire takes over from Arden's Lucky to Be, and Celtic Contender right there ready to rev up from third position. Band Camp has to come around. My Mamba, who's out 3-4 wide, always in a hurry, driven off the inside now. The race to the top of the stretch, 3/60 left to run, and it's Freeze the Fire up front. Celtic Contender shifting about, getting straightened. Celtic Contender now fighting with Freeze the Fire for the final furlong. Bandcamp, a lot of work to do, but trying to get on the far outside. Celtic Contender, Bandcamp is coming. Celtic Contender, Bandcamp rolling on the outside. Celtic Contender from Bandcamp. And then it was Freeze the Fire, and always in a hurry. in the Maryland Million Sprint, presented by Cupid. $12.45, pick 4, 264.10. $1 Superfecta 658.20. Ninth race, Maryland Million Turf Sprint, 5.5 second wire finish on the turf. Scratch 4, 6, 13, Benny Havens, Sue Loves Barbados, and SS Sinatra. 10, Blame the Tux, 1 over. Off of the Maryland Million Turf Sprint. Basarati out fast. Basarati when I get to heaven and Fun Notion. I'm going to mix it up early for the lead. And next is Tis No Clown and Great Ideas right there. Just about 4 lengths from the early pace. Had to Have Him is next. Followed by Katie's Notion over to the 2 path and Blame the Tux near the rail as they round the turn. Beltane racing back of the pack and Witty is last on the inside into the far turn run. Basarati gets away a length and a quarter from Fun Notion on the chase, and When I Get to Heaven on the far outside in third. Great Idea, great trip, saving that ground into the stretch. Let's see, Witty still far back. His second to last is taken out the center of the course. Still a lot to do. Into the stretch now, it is Basarati, challenged by Fun Notion on the outside, charging, and Great Idea still down to the inside, gaining momentum. When I Get to Heaven is in fourth. Witty far back, and 16th left to go. It's Basarati, Great Idea. Basarati, Great Idea, Had to Have Him, charging late at the far outside. It's going to be a photo finish and Basarati in there. Tenth race, the Maryland Million Distaff. Scratch 2, Malibu Beauty. 7, I'm Getting There. 8, Miss Harriet. Scratch 13, Brazina. 14, Benny. 15, Bella Bettina. 16, I Can Do It. 19 minutes to the 10th. As 7 furlongs, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, pick 3. The Maryland Million Classic Race 11. Scratch alternates 12 and 13. Good afternoon, Oscar. Accelerator. 12th race, 1 in the dance, 4 over. 2 Divine Child is 1 over. 5 Queen Cannon, 5 over. Scratch 6 Sassy Lad. 7 Clubman, 2 over. Horatio Carmanis on the 9 Alvy. Scratch 10 Inside Stunt. Number 11 Big Daddy's Boy is 2 over. Scratch 12 Synonym. Number 14 Paco the Taco Man, 5 over. And scratch the 15 Order of the Cal. And the gate. And they're off in the Maryland Million Distaff. Talk to the judge. Foxy Jr. got a good break. Talk to the judge, going to clear out there. Here's Spencerian now picking up the second spot. Foxy Jr. on the outside in third. Matitude at the rail racing in fourth. Kissed by an Angel broke with him, but settles 5 off the pace. Bourbon Bombay down to her inside. In advance of Marvelous and Sheila's War Cloud, and Malibu Moonshine is last of them all. Malibu Moonshine must be 22 lengths off that pace. Good pace going as Talk to the Judge and Michael Sanchez Out there 3/4 of a length from Spencerian up close in second. And Manitude is third. Foxy Jr. on the outside, revving up for a run. Bourbon Bombay travels in fifth. Kissed by an Angel has 7 or 8 to make up now in advance of Sheila's War Cloud Malibu Moonshine. Improved 1 spot. Marvelous is trailing the field. 2.5 furlongs left to go. Spencerian punching on to the lead. Spencerian takes him for home. Foxy Jr. talked to the judge in retreat. Back to Matitude down to the inside of Bourbon Bombay is next. Kissed by an Angel saves ground into the stretch. Furlong and a half left to go. Foxy Jr. shifting out a tad under left-handed urging, but has come to grab the lead by a neck from the battling Spencerian on the inside. Out center of the track is Sheila's War Cloud, who's picking up very late on the scene. Time is running out. Here's Foxy Jr. Foxy Jr. from the on-rushing Sheila's War Cloud. Wins it by a length. Then Spencerian, Kissed by an Angel, Bourbon Bombay. Official Fox. Trifecta 45.90. Dolly Superfecta 186.90. Next up, the 11th race, the Maryland Million Classic at 1 1/8 miles. Scratch 12. Good afternoon, Oscar. 13 Accelerator, the alternates. 21 minutes to the Classic. Congratulations to the winning connections. The Maryland Million Distaff. Foxy Jr. This year's Distaff brought to you by Maryland Horse Library and Education Center. And they're off in the Maryland Million Classic. Real scramble on for the early lead there. Mosler Time along with Dolitza Vita going out to the early advantage. That pair clears off now into the first turn. Run as Crossland saves ground around that turn. Market Maven in between horses. Ain't to Beer Cold chiming in with speed on the outside. Hit the Road Jack is out 3 deep around the turn. Brilliant Ice is next and Feeling Woozy. Rating along about 6 or 7 lengths off a good pace going. Van Scholars following Feeling Woozy. Little Lance and Mugatu is the trailer about 13 lengths off of speed. They race down the backstretch and 6 furlongs left to go. Mosler Time up front. Ain't a Beer Cold putting pressure on every step of the way for the backstretch run. Dolitza Vita racing in third. Hit the Road Jack on the outside. 4th, Market Maven in between horses. Asked for a little more run there from 5th. Brilliant Ice is next is 6th. Crossland ground saving 7th. Vance Scholars is next. Feeling Woozy trying to work between horses. Some 7 from the front end of the turn. And Mugatu and Little Lance trails the field into the turn. Mosler Time hit the Road Jack. Now clearly moves into the second spot. Dolitza Vita out of the inside under pressure. Here comes Brilliant Ice. Brilliant Ice, Market Maven. They're 3rd and 4th. They're midway on the turn. Hit the Road Jack. Mosler Time head to head as they swing for home here at Laurel Park. Brilliant Ice is in 3rd. The others have some running to do now. Market Maven dropping back there under a drive. And back to Mugatu's gained some ground toward the center of the track and Feeling Woozy in between horses. They're in upper stretch and headed for home now, and it's Brilliant Ice. Barbosa in front by 2. Mosler Time is trying to reach from second. Hit the Road Jack is next, and then Market Maven and Mugatu. Here's Brilliant Ice pulling away at the end in the Maryland Million Classic to shine by 5 this year. As Mosler Time is second, Mugatu was 3rd, then hit the Road Jack. Brilliant Ice, official margin of victory, 5 1/4 lengths in the Maryland Million Classic. $2 exacta 50, $40 try, 153.80. Brilliant Ice, Geron Barbosa, the winning jockey for Crystal Park Stables Incorporated. Annette Eubanks, trainer. Park Stables Incorporated. Twelfth race, 1 in the dance, 4 over, 2 Divine Child, 1 over, 5 Queen Cannon, 5 over, scratch 6 Sassy Lad, 7 Clubman, 2 over, Horatio Carmenas on 9 Alvi, scratch 10 Inside Stunt, number 11 Big Daddy's Boy, 2 over, scratch 12 Synonym, 14 Paco the Taco Man, 5 over, scratch 15 Order of the Kettle. Maryland Million starter handicap at 7 furlongs, 21 minutes to post time. And they're off. Good break there for Must Be Love. Outside is Red Paisley, stoking up early speed. Here comes Irish Warlock down to the inside. Irish Warlock and Quincannon moving through now to second as they move down the back stretch. Must Be Love will settle after a solid beginning. Big Daddy's Boy in between horses in the orange colors moves along to third. Red Paisley on the outside in fourth. Must Be Love ridden along for a little more in fifth. Only 3 lengths off that pace. Length and a half more. Back to Alvi after Alvi comes in the dances. Ground saving Paco the Taco Man has worked over to the 2 or 3 path past the half-mile pole. Divine Child and Rum Jar. And last is Clubman. The 10-year-old Clubman has to pass them all now into the far turn run. Solid pace going. Irish Warlock down to the inside, pressed by Red Paisley. Quincannon asks for more run from third position. Here's Paco the Taco Man picking him up on the far outside. Paco the Taco Man driven up fourth on the far outside and looming. They race to the top of the stretch now and turn for home. Red Paisley, Paco the Taco Man to full attack on the extreme outside. Clubman from dead last. Here comes the 10-year-old Clubman. The old boy Clubman's coming. Clubman enjoying his work at 10. Paco the Taco Man. Here's Clubman on the outside. Clubman, Paco the Taco Man head to head. And in the dance is closed into third. Clubman, Paco the Taco Man battles. Clubman. He loves to win. Clubman from Paco the Taco Man in the dance, and then Alvi. Clubman. 13th win here at Laurel, 19 lifetime. Official. Goal. Winning jockey is Mario Villalobos. Minute 23.72 the time. Double pays $255.80. Pick 3, $352.15. Pick 4, $2,752.10. Pick 5, $17,908.05. 506 pick 6, $1,012.58. Carry over to tomorrow's program, $4,736.66. That wraps up our program on this Jim McKay Maryland Million Day. Maryland Jockey Club and Maryland Million would like to thank you for watching and wagering